Following recent announcements, we decided it best to contact the Welsh Assembly and get clarification on how situation here in Wales. And we're pleased to announce that we have been informed by the office of our Assembly member that we can mudlark, but within certain restrictions, and we will be complying with those fully today, and we will be, as always, conducting ourselves with social distancing and all the precautions that are necessary in the current situation. But the good news is we are able to head back to the river just down the road, so come and join us.
Here's some metal bits. I love old metal bits. The big wheels are heavy. Oh yes, that's not going anywhere. I can't budge it. And here we've got some wire mesh. Interesting. And one of those.
Looks like a bit of a shelf out of a fridge.
Yes, it could be a shelf out of a fridge. Good point. Oh, another bit of that railway sleeper thingy.
Yep. It's the cleat that they drive in to hold the rail in place on the sleeper. Because of course, not far from here, there's a country path which you've just turned off in order to have a little look in the river. And that country path originally was a railway line. Because although the colliery in Bargoed didn't open until the beginning of the 20th century, the actual railway station was opened in the 1850s, and at that time there were trains running in all directions, including this line from Bargoed to Brecon.
You can join me looking on this bit of a beach here, or island, the beach really. I think it's on the one side. Don't forget, shout if you see something. Oh, there's a piece of wire. I wonder if that came from the colliery. It might have. Quite old. Lots of core on that. I wonder what it's from. Perhaps a haulage rope? What do you think? Lots of grey stone here, which is quite normal for this area. Will we find something? Have you seen anything? I'm trying to hear you shouting. I may be missing it. Sorry if I am. Oh. Now, is that a piece of pipe or a bit of a very heavy bowl? Because of the thickness, I would say a pipe. But interesting that it is fired properly on the outsides. Didn't get hot enough to be fired until it was red on the inside. It's older. Is it something special, or is it a bit of sewer pipe? And there's an iron bar. Oh, and a bit more of that, which is even thicker. Let's have a look. I put them together. You can see there, one is much thicker than the other. Are they off the same thing? And the thinner bit is from the nearer of the top of a proving bowl, or is it just two different things? A bone. Now I would say that's a sheep bone, for no other reason than we often come across dead sheep when we're walking along this area, so it could well be a bit of a sheep. I've just spotted something suspiciously round up here. It would be lovely if it was a marble. I don't know if it is. Oh, I think it is. Let's have a look. Look at that. It's a clay marble. How lovely. Oh, that's a really pleasant find for today. I wonder if anything got washed up there during the storms. This poor wall isn't looking very well, is it? It's lovely on the bottom corner, and then it's just collapsing. Rocks everywhere. What a shame. I love these old dry stone walls. Quite a skill to put up. Now that looks so unusual. It looks like a bead or something, doesn't it? It's not. It's just a leaf. But look at the colour on that. You'd swear that was man-made, wouldn't you?
Yeah, look.
Oh, what have you got?
I complained that my hinge on the shed is a bit rusty.
Oh yes, that is rather rusty. Good for nothing, I think.
Oh, it's got a beauty all of its own.
It has. But it's never going to hold a door, is it?
That I will concede. That door hanging days are well behind it.
What have you got there?
You know, this little bit was sticking out of the ground. I gave it a little pull. It was just below the stones there, you can see.
Oh yes, it's a big boot. Let's have a look at that. I wonder if that was a coal miner's boot. Could have been. Let's have a look at the bottom, see if there are any nails in it. It's definitely nailed along there. Is this an old hobnail boot? How old is it? I wonder. It's got this little tag on the back too. I've never actually come across one with the tag on. I don't know if it's maybe they've already rotted away or this is a particular type of boot. Probably about a size 7, I'd say. It's getting a bit difficult to walk up there, so let's go along the riverway. Phil's climbing through, but we'll check in the water. Ah! Now I've seen something which is quite a lucky find. And it's only recognisable because I made it. This is Monkey's PPE. Oh, his glove. Lucky I found that, we better return it. There's a tiny bit of china here. Let's have a look. Don't know what that is. I think maybe that was like a pepper pot or something and there were holes and now it's snapped. It's left sort of a ridgy, edgy thing. What do you think? Right, so we're going in. You know the routine. Pop your wellies on. Can you see all the algae? I don't know if you can. Very pretty with the rippling effect of the water with the sunlight. It's getting deep. You've lost something.
Aha, Monkey's glove.
Yes.
And as you can see, Monkey is definitely a social influencer because I'm wearing gloves, Caroline's wearing gloves, Monkey insisted. But unlike Monkey, we're not wearing our face masks because they're not necessary down here. We're not in amongst a crowd. But he thinks his is quite a fashion statement and refuses to take it off.
What have you found?
Found a large sheet of metal.
Ooh.
Which has obviously been cut for a purpose.
Yeah.
Because there you see a piece of angle iron welded on.
Let's have a look.
I thought that was just a break in the metal, but see?
Oh yes.
It's been welded on.
What do you think it was then?
I'd say it was part of something that was built for the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had welders and blacksmiths in the pit. And often as fitters and miners, we design things we needed for underground and they'd make it. So I would imagine this was made for underground and welded at the surface and then transported down.
Yep. Looks like anything on the back?
Nope.
You've lost something.
What?
You've lost something. Because we found it.
What have I lost?
Get out my pocket.
We
What's
have
that?
a traditional piece of ridge pottery.
Oh, well done.
Wider ridges, but still probably a marmalade jar.
Yeah, I would say so. What have you found?
Found the ball.
Oh,
Found the ball.
right. If you bring it to us, because we're up here and it's a bit of a climb to get down to see you.
Here we go.
Oh, is it a golf ball?
I believe so, a golf ball. proving my point about the algae.
Oh, yes.
All algae on the top.
Covered in algae. Tight list.
All the algae, I could see the white around the edge, and I thought, that looks like a ball.
Well done.
And we do have 1 or 2 followers who do like us to find a ball.
We do. What have you found?
Would you like to see what I found?
I would. Oh, it's a big lump of wood.
Like to see your wood.
Ooh.
But it's more than wood.
Is it?
It is indeed. See, this has definitely been worked, hasn't it?
Yes.
But here's the interesting bit. Got these holes with pieces through below. It's a latch mechanism.
Yes, that's nice.
There's a latch mechanism on there. Don't know whether this served as a gate post or whether it was part of the gate. And this latch, which is still operational,
Very nice.
drop back and forth. Because as well as the buildings that were around here, which we can see evidence of in the stone walls, as I mentioned, the railway line was above, and that served numerous collieries along this small valley, as well as the major collieries on the other valleys. That included the Darren colliery, which sadly is renowned for an explosion that killed a number of men in 1909. But a less known story of disaster in these parts happened just a few hundred yards from where we're standing, because on that railway line that runs from Brecon to Bargoed, there was a runaway train. This happened in 1874, and the runaway train went from the village of Fochryw all the way to Bargoed before it crashed at the junction of the station. And sadly, the crash killed both the driver and the fireman. So, a lot of industry, sadly, along with it some tragedy, but a great deal of history to be found in these little valleys, as well as beauty all around us. There we go, bit of industrial heritage and creative craftsmanship, I think.
Yes. There's an interesting piece of glass. Let's have a look. I would say that's come off a cod bottle.
Yeah, it's thick enough, isn't it?
It is, and quite nicely shaped, so I think cod bottle. No, you're not taking that home.
But I know what it is.
It's a bit of a pylon, is it?
No,
No?
it's a support to carry a pipe.
Ooh, let's go and have a look.
It gives you some idea of height. I can reach 8 foot.
Ooh.
That's got to be 10 foot.
Oh, yeah.
Again, typical of the kind of work that would have been done in the colliery. If they wanted to carry a trough or a pipe work, they'd build something like this, weld it up in the workshops, get a half a pipe on the top, weld it on, and away to go. Beautiful piece of industrial past, but as Caroline quite rightly says, not the sort of thing I'm going to carry home with me today.
I'd love to have that in the garden, though. Imagine growing your beans up that. Whoa.
Yeah.
I've spotted 2 interesting things together. The first is, oh, it's stuck. This bit of bottle top, river glass. Let's see what colour it is. Oh, it's green. That's nice. And also, down here was this fossil. Typical of the fossils of this region. Carboniferous, these are all bits of grass. And we've got a bit of a brick. No idea what that says. Here we got a piece of fossilised dragon. You can see all the texture of the dragon's skin. Well, it's not really, but I like to pretend it is. Oh, you found something.
Yep.
You're finding a lot of big lumps today.
Yes, it's a very industrial iron day for me today.
It is.
As you see, that obviously wood went through there
Yeah.
and bolted through with a square nut, which tends to suggest age on the square nuts. The thing I found interesting is obviously there were 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. I'm assuming they would have gone round like that.
Yeah.
But look at the spike on that.
Ooh, wow.
That was
wow,
made,
and how.
that wasn't made to hang your coat on.
No.
No, don't know. With the local abattoir being nearby, perhaps it was from there with a big hook, a butcher's hook like that, I don't know.
Now, an abattoir is another word for a slaughterhouse.
Yes, probably in other parts of the world that's what it would be known as. But see, that's definitely a point, and a pretty sharp point at that, when you think that's been in the river all this time.
Ooh, here's a big bone. I'd say that's been butchered. Sawn off neatly on both ends.
Now for the observant among you, and obviously those who know me well, I have a habit of being a little forgetful. I've lost my stick. You lot probably will see on the film where I left it. On the other hand, if I was off camera, none of us know. But hopefully on our return trip down, we'll find it. So, fingers crossed, I get my stick back.
Look at this big, huge, giant gravestone there. Whoa. Wonder who's buried there. There are huge rocks here. They come tumbling down off the mountain. Quite small ones as well. But every now and again, you get a really big one. That's quite a large one. It came down many moons ago and the tree has eaten it.
Another big one you're in the river.
Oh yes, that's a big one too. I spotted this. Do you think that's a piece of pipe stem? We have found pipe bowls in this area, so let's have a look. Oh yes, look, it's a piece of pipe stem. You know how excited I get when I find pipe stems? I'm really happy now. That is lovely. It's a short piece, but still, it's a pipe stem. I wonder who was smoking that. What was their life like? Where did they live?
Now I'm working on a theory where there's one piece of pipe stem. In the past there have been two.
Oh right.
So I'm having a look.
Have a look.
I'm having a look. I got a feeling it's probably twig.
We look here, don't forget, shout if you see something.
That's a stone.
Oh, that's a very nice stone. There's lots of those. There's something round there. Oh,
There's
that's a stone. No, I don't think we're going to find any more pipe stems in this area, are we?
Round roots is sometimes a good place, isn't it?
Yes, we found
Things
a few.
get caught up in
handles.
roots and stuff.
Anything in there? Can't see anything. I hope you're not shouting at home, there's a pipe bowl, there's a pipe bowl, because I can't hear you.
No, the water's too loud.
The water gets very noisy here. See if you can spot the find. It's not difficult to see. There it is. Let's pick it up. Is this plain or patterned? Genuine ginger beer.
Wow.
Isn't that lovely? I wonder if there's anything else ceramic in this area. Oh, I can see something.
Yeah, I can see something round just ahead of it.
Can you see it? Have you spotted it yet? There it is. I think that's a stopper. Let's have a look. Yes. Oh, I'm really pleased with that. A lovely ceramic bottle stopper. Or hot water bottle stopper. Lid for a spice jar. Either way, I'm pleased with that.
It's interesting. Again, two pieces of earthenware, similar size and weight, in a very similar spot.
It is. I'll come round here because the sun is shining too badly behind you.
Right, do you want to see what I found?
Oh yes, let's have a look.
Okey doke.
Put my finds there.
Yet again, a bit of ridge pottery. Do you have that?
Oh, more ridge pottery. The sun is still quite white. Let me come round. I'll sit on this bit of log. Oop. It's a very sharp bit of log there. I shouldn't have sat on that bit. I'll sit on this smooth bit.
And on a similar theory, where I found the ridge pottery, I thought, let's keep looking. There might be something a bit more interesting. I found that rather nice green edge of a mug, I would say.
Yes, it looks
mug
like a
or
handle.
jug or something. There's obviously a handle fixed in there.
That's nice.
It's a nice colour.
What else you got?
What else have I got? Well, we could do a bit of plain or patterned here.
Oh, go on then.
There we go. Have a go with that one.
Is this plain or patterned? Plain.
Now, for those who thought it was patterned, don't blame yourselves, because under the water, because the amount of algae on there, it did look patterned.
It does, yes.
It did. It looked like it had a green or gold pattern on it. Look at that one.
Oh, is that plain or patterned? Oh, look at that. That's a really nice one. Quite an unusual pattern. I don't think we've ever found that before.
There's a little teeny weeny piece of something.
Yep, white on one side, brown on the other.
And then, of course, you can't visit a Welsh Valley River without picking up a little bit of coal.
Oh, yes. There we go, some nice black coal. Anything else?
And finally,
last
but by no means least, river glass.
Let's put the camera there. What a lovely collection there.
Yeah, we found a couple of bits on there, and we have several pieces at home, and I was just thinking maybe put them together and do your little craft project for the garden.
Yes, that'd be a good idea.
Possibility. They're quite rounded, look. A little bit of a green tint to the glass. So there we go. That's my finds.
Oh, I've spotted something down here. I don't know if it's anything exciting. Let's have a look. Do you think that's plain or patterned? Oh, plain. But I've also spotted, now I've stood up, a little tiny piece of river glass. Still a bit sharp though. Look what I found again. Monkey Panda is really not very good at looking after his gloves, is he? They've fallen off again. Phil has gone wandering. I'm left all on my own, but I have found a brick. This is a nice one. I've never seen one of these before. Atlas. I've spotted something in the water. Now it could be a bottle. What do you think? You can just see what looks like the neck of a bottle. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a bottle. Let's have a look. Oh, still alive. Where's it gone? Got it. Oh, look, it's broken. Something at emulsion. I wonder whose emulsion that was. Very grubby, very badly broken too. What a shame. Plain or patterned? Oh, it's ridged pottery. Oh, there's more glass there. Whoa, that's a big lump. Look at that. Isbury. I wonder if that's Salisbury. There's Isbury. Hold up to the light. Clear. There's a really thick chunk. Can you imagine what size that was before it got broken? I bet that was pretty impressive. Oh, by the side here is a piece of pottery. Do you think that's plain or patterned? Oh, white, very
I
posh.
thought it was going to be ridged.
Yes.
But there's something weird by your foot.
Weird by my foot.
Just ahead of your foot.
Oh, there.
There.
Oh.
You
Oh.
can see a hole in it. That's something to be posh. Right? Oh.
Oh, look. It's...
What are them?
We've had something similar to that before. I think it's a cow. Could be a cat. Let's look at the tail end. I wonder what that was. Interesting body part of some animal or other. It's got a hole in the top, so perhaps it was a milk jug, because it seems to be a handle has snapped off there. So I'll go for a milk jug or a creamer in the shape of a cow. What have you got?
Now, I think I know why you found a few things along this bit of river.
Why is that?
Because if you look here, there seems to be a landslide. And
Oh,
I've picked out
yes.
some bits and pieces. I've just brought a couple down off the bank for there. This looks like a bit of possibly cod bottle, or at least a solid piece of glass with a letter on it.
Put my cow down a minute. It's not every day you get to say
There's a
that.
letter on there.
That begins with B. Yes, that's a bit of a cod bottle. Ooh.
That's an interesting little jar. Look at that. I think that looked nice on the side if you turn the chip away.
Bit of a chip there, but that's a lovely jar.
It was the soundest of the bits of pottery I found by here. It was the soundest there.
Right. Nice. A few cracks, but not a problem.
I think it's worth taking home.
I think so.
And look at that. Wouldn't that have been nice if it was whole?
Oh, yes. I wonder what that was off. Well, I know it was off a flagon. I wonder what make the flagon was. That would have been lovely. Still nice. Nice big handle there.
And I've set up a little bit of a plain and pattern challenge for you. I'm going to ask you, and you have to guess.
Okay.
But as I look down, having set it up, this here.
What's that? Oh, it's broken, but it's a bottle. Let's put my bit of glass down there.
And I think it's got a local name on it.
It says Rumney. Oh, that's nice. The bottom, it's chipped rather than smashed. A Buchanan. A Buchan. Go. Rumney. That's nice. Lovely.
I tell you what, that might fit in my jar to go in my bag to take less space.
Let's have a look. Perfect fit.
How's that?
Well done. And now it's time for plain or patterned.
Right, let's see how Caroline does. Right then.
Where should we start? This one?
What about that one? Plain or patterned?
Plain.
Right, then, turn over.
Oh, yes, I was right.
What about this one?
Plain. Oh, no, it was patterned.
Now, what about that?
That I'm going to say patterned, willow pattern.
You're right and wrong. It is patterned, look.
But it's not willow pattern.
It's not. No, it's got a little touch of gold on it.
Very nice.
Right, there's a blue line on the inside, so what do you think's on the outside?
Blue.
Go on then.
Let's have a look. Oops. Oh, yes, I say that's an old potty or bed chamber pot.
What about this bit?
Patterned. Oh, yes, similar to that.
Not the same though.
Tita,
This one?
I'm going to say no, but embossed.
Oh, getting clever now.
Oh, yes, I'm right. Oh, no, there is a little bit of a gilt line drawn on there.
And the last one?
I'm going to say same as this sort of pattern, blue and white, pale blue. Oh, there we go. I was right there too.
Found my stick.
Oh, well done.
Hooray! This change from pound to brick.
It does.
Found my stick. Well, I've got a bit to carry today, so I did find my stick. I'm going to take the latch that we found home, but also this.
Very nice.
Not the work of human hands, the pure work of nature. I'd say that's a piece of very stout ivy
Yep.
that's come away from the tree, but I think that'll look lovely in the garden. So there we go, I'm going to take that along. Well, it's been a short trip on the river today, but we found some interesting bits and pieces. I love the big chunks, I've got to be honest, but some nice little pieces as well. So if you've enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget, share this video with all your friends who you think would enjoy seeing this wonderful scenery and just join in the adventure. And most of all, make sure you come back next time, whether we're in the garden, on the river, or a live show on Saturday night. Till next time, bye!
Bye!